Meteorologist Colleen Campbell joining us now. Colleen, I'm hoping people are getting ready, and I know you're tracking anything that may be moving out there.
Yes, and things are quiet right now, but that's not a time for us to kick back and relax, right? We have to make sure that our hurricane kits are ready to go. You and your loved ones know your hurricane plan. Also, check those evacuation zones because they may have changed, especially when we're talking about the topic of storm surge. You know that we have kind of a changing coastline, right? So just make sure you kind of check all those boxes. Don't just check once, check twice, maybe 3 times. Now, here's one of the reasons why we are getting off to a quieter start. We have a little bit of Saharan dust. We have stronger plumes than this, actually, when we get rolling into the season. June is typically the time when we do see that Saharan dust, and they come in these plumes, in these waves. Every couple days, you will have these waves of this dust. So this is going into Wednesday, actually, when we have a nice plume of that kind of really across the Caribbean, but some of that will drift our way as well. We actually had a little bit of dust in our atmosphere, believe it or not. But here we go into Friday, and you can see some of that dust being pulled into the Gulf. So yeah, as we move into the end of the week, that lowers our rain chances as well. Also, another side of this forecast, which is very interesting, we have a front that's sinking down from the north. This is part of a big area, high pressure coming in from Canada, and this is something we typically don't see this time of the year. We do see fronts like this in the wintertime, but summertime, not so much. And I've been saying this all week long. The models are like, what do I do with this? Because we usually don't see that much dry air this far south. So the models are like, are we going to get rain? Are we not going to get rain? They have been flip-flopping back and forth. I do think we're starting off the week with basically the same pattern that we've had the last couple of days, that westerly winds allowing those showers to develop across our Gulf Coast areas, and then they drift inland, especially for tomorrow and Tuesday. Wednesday, we could see a little bit of moisture before all this dry air sinks in. This is Saturday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we will have some drier air in place. Should feel pretty nice. Not good for our drought conditions, so we're still working on fixing that problem, right? Look at the forecast rainfall over the next about 10 days here. Anywhere from 1 inch to 2 inches, but that's really not a lot of rain, especially when you consider some areas, as of recently, Zephyr Hills, I'm looking at you, you had anywhere from 10, almost 12 inches of rain, a foot of rain from some of these systems. Radar right now, nice and quiet. We had a little bit of rainy weather earlier today. I know this morning I was sleeping in. I love those storms that were in Pinellas County. Futurecast tomorrow morning, we start off fairly dry. However, we could get a shower to spring up early in the morning thanks to that westerly winds. As we move throughout the day, you really don't see much rain here. But again, the models haven't been picking up on that moisture too well. So I wouldn't say tomorrow is going to be completely dry, but if you have to make any plans, just be aware that with that westerly wind, it's the same pattern that we've had the last couple of days here, where the showers start up closer to the west coast, and then they travel across the interior as we get into the afternoon. And if we do see any downpours, they are overall isolated. Not everybody sees them. 7-day forecast here. Look at all that dry air on the way, and some cooler temperatures for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Should be a great weekend. And don't forget to watch our hurricane special tomorrow at 8 p.m.